Using Google Drawing to create a menu or business flyer and YouTube video thumbnails. It's great to have you join us. Today we will cover several practical uses for Google Drawings and provide some best practices and other ideas for you. Before we start designing, let's cover a few quick suggestions about being productive in graphic design and computer use in general. Cut, copy, and paste. You should know 4 ways to get this done.
A lot of the basics in desktop publishing involve using edit copy and edit paste. You can use the menu commands, but sometimes you don't know where the placement's going to be. But pretty common to try that. Select multiple items. Maybe try it with a right click. Same idea, copy. You could right click to paste. The most efficient way is just to make your selection, hold the Option key, and click and drag away. Then you have control of where it's going to go. You see up above we don't have the option for copy and paste up there, so yeah, try Option, click and drag, and you've got it.
Remember, if you make a mistake, use the keyboard Command key plus the letter Z. If you can use both hands to operate the keyboard and mouse simultaneously, you will inevitably work faster.
US letter size paper is 8.5 inches wide by 11 inches for height. This is the common printer and copier paper we are used to. We can set up our document by going to File, Page Setup, and then go to Custom. To design you project in landscape mode, you can use 11 inches wide x 8.5 for height.
Using shapes and gradients are an excellent way to add design features to your menu or project. I use the rectangle here, and you've probably seen the regular fill color, but try the gradients. Gradients do color blends, and you can get some really nice color blends. Your first try might not be perfect, but go back and try to see if you can find some nice colors that have a nice subtle blend to them.
Many applications have a lot of drag and drop editing done with the mouse, and having your offhand use the keyboard for the most common tasks will make you more productive and allow you to experiment and try other options.
This time I'm going to use the selection tool to select a little frame, go to Custom, and then let's look at some other features. You can add other color stops, which allow you to add other color ideas and concepts to your gradient. And you can also change some of the other behaviors about the gradient.
Another important idea right away is the stacking order of your objects. Let's find a star shape. It's actually under callouts, and then click and drag to define the shape's size. Most often it's easiest to select your items and bring to the front or send to the back. Once you have a number of objects on your pages, it's more problematic to change the stacking order. You may find it easier to try organizing your page with this in mind. Now that we covered a few basics, let's start to design your menu, or you can use these same ideas to make a business flyer. To get started, think of your own restaurant name. For demonstration purposes, we will use Al Fresco, a fictional cafe that serves healthy variations of America's favorites. You should start your own Google Drawings and stop and start this video to play along at your own speed. For practice purposes, maybe consider your favorite foods or a type of store that specializes in something you enjoy. Imagine selling video games, comics, or clothing, and apply the design ideas covered here to create your own professional-looking, colorful, graphic design menu.
Let's apply a mask shape to use with this main photo. Select the photo, then select the tiny triangle next to the crop icon, and find the shape you want to use to mask or hide part of the photo. Here, this circle shape is attached as an oval, and that looks nice. If you want a perfectly round circle, you can hold the Shift key when creating more ovals. It's pretty easy to edit into a perfect circle. If you double-click on the masked photo, it will let you use cropping ideas to change the mask or the photo sizing. If we add a few more items to our menu, we can try this again. To be consistent with size, you might try temporarily placing the design element over the object you are trying to match it with. The auto snapping can make this pretty easy. A big part of professional designing is consistency and being willing to take the time to make it look just right, even if it's not what you want on your first, second or third try. Let's do this a few more times and set up the various sections of our menu.
Taking original photos is the way to go. Our smartphones are getting pretty good, but you should learn how to use a DSLR camera to avoid copyright problems and showcase your items or products. Cloud School has beginner and intermediate lessons on using DSLR cameras for commercial purposes. This is another media arts area that is also just a lot of fun. When designing, keep in mind that only the items on the drawing artboard, the original checkerboard background, will print or export when you download into various file formats.
If you decide to change an image, there is a replace image option available if you right-click. That will save you some time and is a nice feature. Google Drawings allows you to click and type into shapes. It's not quite as flexible as making a separate text box. The text box gives you more formatting options, and you can easily group the text box with the shape to move and scale together. If you decide to change an image, there is a replace image option available if you right-click.
That will save you some time and is a nice feature.
Bullet points are an excellent design possibility. The bullets will show up on each line or row, so you may need to change the line spacing, or the distance in between each row. You can access this option by clicking on the line spacing icon in the toolbar. In the interest of time, let's make some simple pricing buttons. Create a circle with some word art text on top. Group it all together and then we adjust accordingly for the other sections. I think this menu looking pretty good. Take your time and try a few variations. With a little experimentation you may find something extraordinary.
The next project is to design a YouTube video thumbnail. When you upload a video, the artificial intelligence will choose 3 possible frames from your video. You can make a more eye-catching advertisement for your video by making a custom thumbnail. It's okay if you haven't made a video on YouTube, because we can practice with any video and show you how to set up Google Drawings to make it the current recommended size for YouTube. Start a new drawing and go to Page Setup. Select Custom, and you'll use 1280 pixels wide by 720 pixels tall. Make sure you are working in pixels. If you were working in inches, that would be a massive file and could cause some problems. Next idea is to take a screenshot of a video. You can use more than one screenshot, but find a scene that catches your eye and stop the video right there. Then, you'll need to use the necessary keyboard shortcuts that will allow you to select a portion of your computer screen to be either saved to your computer desktop or into the computer's memory so you can paste into Google Drawings. You will click and drag to create a rectangle around a YouTube scene. The copy idea may be easier and leave less clutter. If you are not sure, check your computer keyboard settings. Windows users try pressing the key Windows plus Shift plus S. On a Mac you can set up easier ideas, but the standard is a 4-key combination. Command plus Control plus Shift plus 4. The copy to clipboard command gets you halfway. Now just as we have already done here, paste it into your drawing. You can use an insert image, select the screenshot from your computer if you saved the screenshot. Copy, paste would be faster. Let's add some word art descriptions for the title. Make the text colorful and stand out from the video scene that it will be placed over. Try using the format option to add the reflection. Finally, we need to save the design as a JPEG. PNG files are larger and currently not allowed for this use. Within the YouTube video editor, you can upload this design as your new thumbnail. Congratulations! You are now ready to move up the graphics ladder and use Adobe Photoshop, the premier image editing tool for over 20 years. If you want to be a professional, you'll need to work with the professional tools, but don't worry, it's an amazing program anyone can learn, and Cloud School will break it down for you.
It's all happening up here.